Hey guys, my name's Candy. Recently, I turned 18. My friends decided to surprise me. They gave me an unusual and unexpected gift. I think you already know what it was, but this story has a very funny ending. You guys want to know what happened? Then get yourself comfortable and watch this video to the end. Don't forget to like. To start, I'm going to tell you a little about my friends. We hang out in a group. There's 6 of us, boys and girls. We got together when we were still in junior high. We've always gone together like salt and pepper. We've been friends for years. We spent all our free time together. We walked, played computer games, or just had some fun. I guess they were my dream friends or something. Even though we're all very different, we always understood and supported each other. Chloe was the one who always encouraged us to do something challenging, like play a prank on a teacher, run away from home at night, go to a city nearby. Those were all her ideas. She would text another brilliant idea in our WhatsApp group chat, even at night. And the next morning, we would be on some suburban bus, which was going to God knows where. No one could figure out how such ideas came to her, but our life would be totally boring if it weren't for such adventures. Mark and Tina have been dating since high school. They were one of those sweethearts who constantly hugged and kissed in front of other people. Well, we got used to it. But passers-by looked at them disapprovingly. Mark and Tina dreamed of getting married after they finished school. They also wanted to go to the same college, probably because they wanted to annoy their friends with hugs and kisses. Just kidding. Angela was our star. She was a beautiful, tall, slender blonde with stunning blue eyes and a perfect shape. Sometimes I thought she was a doll that suddenly came to life. She had no lack of boys' attention. She changed her boyfriends more often than the color of her favorite lip gloss. Despite the fact that she was always dating someone, she always found time to hang out with us. When we were together, she took off her heartbreaker mask and became a nice and funny girl. Kyle was an excellent athlete. He was a role model at school. The teachers always said he would get anything he wanted in life and become successful. Girls went crazy over Kyle. They always bombarded him with love letters and confessions. But he was only crazy about Angela. He would never admit it, but we saw him sigh every time she talked about her new boyfriend. Finally, me. Honestly, I sometimes thought I didn't fit into this group. Well, you can't call me a sociable girl. I didn't have anyone apart from these 5 guys. I wasn't an A student. I didn't have a beautiful face or shape. But I loved drawing. I watched anime and I liked vampire movies. Sometimes I would forget to take some textbooks or copybooks with me, but I would always carry a sketchbook in my bag because I could start drawing at any time. My friend said I was a very creative person. Probably, yeah. I dreamed of becoming an animator after I finished high school and college. I even wanted to create an anime series of my own. Our birthday parties were always noisy and fun. We had games, entertainment, and even some contests. This year, we were all going to turn 18, so we decided every one of us would celebrate his birthday to the fullest. Kyle and his parents had just moved into a big, beautiful house with a swimming pool. You know, the kind they often show in typical movies or series about teenagers and parties. So the pool party was supposed to be the main part of the show, along with the loud music, couples kissing in every room, and neighbors calling the police. I didn't really like such noisy parties, but I could never say no to my friends, and I attended every one of them. In the morning, I would always remain fresh and cheerful among all the other guests. I took everyone home or called them a taxi, but I planned to celebrate my birthday in a quiet and peaceful way. I just wanted a small barbecue party in the backyard. Only 5 guests, no loud music or noise. Of course, Chloe said I was boring, but she didn't argue with me. She understood this was my birthday, and that meant I was the one who had the last word. Perhaps I should tell you another very important fact from my bio. I was about to turn 18, but I'd never been in a relationship. I didn't like anyone, though I tried to get a closer look at this or that handsome guy because my friends recommended them. But all these boys were not my type, and I couldn't understand which guy I wanted either. Angela even offered to lend me one of her boyfriends. Tina often said how cool it was to be in a relationship, and Chloe even made me go on a couple of dates. But in vain. Who knew she wouldn't stop here and come up with something more interesting? My barbecue party was supposed to be in the afternoon. You can't fry meat and hot dogs when it's dark, you know? So I invited everyone to my place at noon. I said we would just have a small party for the six of us. I spent the entire morning in the kitchen with my mom and younger sister. They helped me prepare snacks and sweets for the guests. When the food was ready, I went up to change. Then I asked my mom to meet my friends in case some of them arrived early. When I came down from my room, I saw almost all the guys in the living room, and they prepared a gift for me that was waiting for me in the backyard. It was huge. I would even say a very huge gift. It was a white gift box tied with a pink bow, and it was very tall, like a man, probably even higher. I gave my friends a surprised look. Chloe winked at me, assuring me I would definitely enjoy their surprise. I didn't even dare to guess what it might be. So we started the party. My parents congratulated me first and went about their business, not to interfere in our fun. So when I returned from the house with another round of snacks, Chloe wouldn't let me sit down at the table. She said it was time to open the gift that had been waiting for me all this time. The guys took turns saying congratulations. They hugged and kissed me. When it came to Chloe, she just winked at me again and walked to the huge box. Chloe said they all loved me very much. They wanted me to be happy. And what do I need to be happy? I wanted to say I'd been dreaming of a new sketchbook and $1,000 for new watercolor pencils for a long time. But before I could even open my mouth, Chloe opened the box. Its walls fell down, revealing what they had been hiding all this time. Or I should say, who. There was a handsome and tall guy in the middle of the box. He smiled at me affably and held a bouquet of my favorite white lilies. He came out of the box, quickly covered the distance, handed me the flowers, hugged me tightly, and kissed me on the cheek. I must have been so shocked, I didn't even try to push him away. And Chloe said this guy was my birthday present. My first boyfriend. His best before date was 1 month. After a month, we would break up if we didn't get along. Meanwhile, I would have this month to understand how cool it was having a guy taking you out on dates, to movie theaters, holding your hand, and so on. At first, I thought it was kinda a stupid prank. Is it possible to give a boyfriend as a birthday present? And yeah, they gotta make him date me. But my friends told me that it was fine. They hired this guy. By the way, his name was Chris. He worked in a special agency that provided such services, and Chris would get a good reward for this month. I still didn't believe something would come out of this idea, but I decided not to refuse. At least, I wanted to see what was included in the perfect boyfriend service package. Chris didn't leave me during the whole party. He helped me bring some food, volunteered to cook the meat because he was afraid I might get burned. He pulled up a chair when I was about to sit down at the table. Sometimes he held my hand. I must admit, it was quite unusual and pleasant. Yeah, I liked the whole evening. Despite the fact that I was the one who was supposed to take care of all the issues, I had someone who took care of me and helped. When my friends left, Chris stayed there to help me clean up and take everything to the kitchen. When my parents got home, I introduced Chris to them as my boyfriend. To say they were surprised is an understatement. But after a short introduction, we noticed he was quite well-mannered. He was a good guy. And then my parents went to the living room to watch the evening show, leaving us alone. We went up to my room. At first, we were both silent, and it was awkward. But then Chris started asking questions about me. He asked me to show him my drawings. He asked me what my favorite anime was. He shared his favorite series. I don't know if he'd prepared for this meeting on purpose, or if we really had so much in common. But he was interesting and funny, which meant I would definitely remember the upcoming month. That night, Chris kissed me, after asking my permission. That was my first kiss ever, and I wouldn't say I was against it. Almost 3 months had passed since that day. Chris and I are still dating. And no, I didn't renew the service of the agency where my friends purchased Chris. We're dating for real. When my gift expired, we were both madly in love with each other. We didn't want to part. Chris left that agency, got a job as a waiter in a restaurant, and we started dating like a normal couple. Every day I realize Chris is exactly the guy I've been waiting for. We understand each other at a glance. We never swear. We have a lot of common interests and hobbies. And I will always be grateful to my friends for such a strange gift that made me the happiest girl in the world. Tell me what your friends gave you as a birthday present to surprise you. Write your answers in the comments and share your stories. If you like this video, don't forget to click the thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. Click the bell button to never miss new stories. Bye, everyone!